What happens when love is stronger than time, but time forgets to love back? This is Saiyaara, a love story so tender, so tragic that it echoes long after the music fades and tells the story of two dreamers brought together by fate and separated by a heartbreaking truth. In this video, we'll walk through the full story of Saiyaara, from love and laughter to tears and timeless devotion. Krish Kapoor, a young, rebellious musician in Mumbai. He lives for music, loud, raw, honest. But behind the rock star attitude is a boy who is been scared by life. Then comes Wani, quiet girl with a diary full of poems and dreams she never dared to share. She writes not to be famous but to be free. One day their worlds collide. Krish finds her diary by accident and turns one of her poems into a wild song. Furious Wani confronts him only to realize that her words have found a voice. From conflict comes collaboration, from collaboration comes something deeper. Krish and Vani begin creating music together. They wander the city by night, write songs on rooftop, and fall asleep to each other's melodies. Vani teaches Krish patience. Krish gives Vani courage. They fall in love, not the kind that explodes, but the kind that seeps in slowly like rain. Their first kiss isn't planned, it happens after a street performance in the middle of thunder and applause. It's messy, imperfect, real. For the first time, they both believe this is forever. But forever is a fragile thing. One starts forgetting little things, lyrics, dates, names. At first, they joke maybe she's just overworked. But then it gets worse. She forgets where she is. She forgets conversations second after they happen. A doctor's visit shatters everything. Early onset Alzheimer's. One is only 24. Chris is speechless. One is numb. She tries to break up with him. You deserve someone who will remember your face, she says. But Chris just holds her hand, says, if you forget me, I'll remind you every day. Days pass, weeks blur. One begins to disappear, not physically but mentally. There are flashes of beauty, like when she hums their song in her sleep, or when she calls him by name after a day of silence. But the pain cuts deep. She doesn't recognize him sometimes. Once she even screamed asking him to leave. Chris never does. In one powerful moment, she looks at him and says, I know I should love you, but I don't know who you are. He, break, he breaks inside, but outside he just smiles. I'm your favorite son, he whispers. Chris decides to organize one last concert for her. He signs the very first song they wrote together. Behind him, a screen shows photos, lyrics, and memories. One is in the audience. She doesn't recognize the man on stage. She doesn't remember the words, but something stirs. The tear falls down her cheek. As Krish sings the final line, Bonnie slowly walks to the stage, and then she softly signs the last phrase. Just one line, but it, he falls to his knees in tears. The crowd is silent. In that moment, love its memory. The movie ends with Ronnie in a care home. Her memory continues to fade, but Chris knows it every day. He plays her music, reads her poems, wait for a flicker of recognition. Sometimes she smiles, sometimes she doesn't. But he stays because love remembers when the mind forgets. Sayana isn't just a love story, it's a story of loyalty, of staying when it's easier to leave. It reminds us that love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, unshakable. It's a film that will break your heart gently. So tell us, did Sayara make you cry? Drop your thoughts in the comment below. And if this story touches you like this video, subscribe for more and share it with someone who still believes in forever.